Good evening. I'm Dawn Sterling. That fatal phone call. Former Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson is found guilty of second-degree murder. The verdict comes after the jury spent more than 12 hours deliberating. Grayson convicted in the shooting death of Sonia Massey in her home in Springfield in July of 2024. The case bringing national attention to the area. Following the verdict, Sonia Massey's family expressed their desire to see laws changed after what they feel is a less desired outcome. Our Spencer Davis joins us now with more from what the family wants to see done after this trial. Spencer?
The justice system served its purpose Wednesday, with the jury arriving at a unanimous verdict. However, the Massey family feels the jury was limited in its options.
We have a legislature here in Illinois who is ripe for the kind of change that should go across the whole United States.
Wednesday did not bring the exact outcome the family and friends of Sonia Massey were hoping for. And following the second-degree murder conviction, they made those feelings heard.
Second-degree murder? That is not right. That is not justice for anybody's family, regardless of who you are and where you come from. So we're going to work extremely hard, not only in Sangamon County, not only in the state of Illinois, but throughout this country to change the laws.
Massey's father, James Wilburn, wants to see more clarification between first and second-degree murder.
There needs to be some further description between first and second-degree murder. Obviously, it was first-degree murder, but we only came out with a second-degree verdict today.
Supporters say the difference in a possible prison sentence between a first-degree and a second-degree murder conviction is too large.
People need to understand that there is a major difference between second-degree murder and first-degree murder. I'm talking 40, 50 years difference in sentence. Yes. Do y'all know that this man, even though it may be 20 years, he can get out in 10 years?
Antonio Romanucci, who represented the family in their civil case, wants more done too.
The Senate Bill 1953, which Governor Pritzker signed into law in August of this year. That is on the books. Now we know that that's not enough because there is such a big gap between the sentencing between the second-degree and a first-degree murder charge.
The maximum penalty for second-degree murder is 20 years. The minimum penalty for first-degree murder with a firearm is 45 years, with a maximum of life. Reporting for News Channel 20, I'm Spencer Davis.
Thank you, Spencer. Currently, murder sentencing minimums and maximums vary by state in the U.S. Sangamon County Sheriff Paula Crouch responded to today's verdict, saying in part, quote, "I know many in the community are disappointed by the outcome and expected a stronger conviction, and I understand those feelings. The judicial process has spoken, and we must respect that while continuing to learn from what happened," end quote. And then Mayor Misty Buscher of Springfield actually also releasing a statement on the verdict, saying in part, quote, "Sean Grayson did not just murder Sonia. He took away the life the Massey family once knew. Her murder is a tragedy that should have never happened. She called 911 seeking help and compassion and instead lost her life in her own home. No words can ease this pain," end quote. We continue our team coverage tonight. News Channel 20's Carly Siegel gives us a recap of the week-long trial, finally ending today with that guilty of second-degree murder verdict.
The trial started last week on Monday with jury selection. Opening statements started Wednesday with emotional testimony and focus on the body camera footage that led up to Massey's death. Also on Wednesday, 4 of the state's witnesses testified, including Grayson's partner, Deputy Dawson Farley. Farley testified he didn't see Massey as a threat. On Thursday, 6 witnesses took the stand, including the forensic pathologist who performed Massey's autopsy, who said she could have survived the shooting if someone would have helped stop her bleeding. On Friday, only one testified, an expert in police law and policy, Seth Stoughton. He analyzed the body cam footage frame by frame and said it was tactically unsound. The defense questioned Stoughton, and he testified that Massey showed signs of mental health issues but did not pose an immediate threat to Farley or Grayson. On Monday, the defense started their case. Their first witness was Sean Grayson. He was on the stand for an hour. He said he felt threatened by Massey and only discharged his weapon when he saw Massey grab the pot, raise it above her head, and throw the pot at him. The defense called 3 more witnesses: retired law enforcement officer Kevin R. Davis, Jason Eccleston, and Sergeant Glenn Corbett. Tuesday, we saw both sides present their closing arguments before the jury began deliberations just before noon. Today, the jury found Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder. Reporting in studio, I'm Carly Siegel.
Thank you, Carly. Grayson now faces up to 20 years in prison or probation for his sentencing, which is scheduled for January 29th of 2026. To stay up to date on this case or to watch any of our past coverage, you can do so by visiting our website, newschannel20.com, as well as follow us on social media.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.